What's up, party people, to another episode of Who Asked You Podcast. I'm your humble host, 32 Groovy, and this is the season 4, episode 9. I know that the last episode I said it was a season finale, but I got some stuff on my mind that I wanted to talk about. So here we are. I named this podcast today Spirit Realm because it's a lot of I've been having a lot of esoteric experiences in my life, and I just wanted to chop it up about them. For one, for people who don't know, first child I ever tried to bring into this world, I should say, didn't make it. It was a miscarriage, I guess. But that spirit never left. Like the spirit, I promise you. And don't ask me how I know, but I had a daughter. I knew that I know. Something just tells me that it was a baby girl, and I'll be feeling her spirit, especially at night. Like randomly, I'll just be feeling her spirit. And that got me thinking, like, I wonder when I finally do have a child, will that same spirit be embodying whoever that other child will manifest into, Like, they say, well, for sure energy never dies. It only transmutes, but like, so a lot of people don't really believe in reincarnation, or the reincarnation that they believe in is more like, if you're born a human, then you're going to be an ant or a butterfly. That I don't believe in that kind of reincarnation. I believe more or less that whatever capacity that your soul is in, that solar energy that you have right now, is the same exact energy that has always been. And I always wonder, like, because religious people always say, it was God's plan, or that it was a blessing, which they don't know is actually evil. But I do wonder why do some kids not make it, and why in my case, why does that spirit like linger on? And I want to say, like, I have astral projected into the spirit world before I interacted with dead relatives, and I have been visited in my dream state of dead relatives. So I know that spirit is real. I know that when they say that you go into a higher plane of existence, it's true, because that you can any energy signature that you encounter, you can reconjure up that entity, that person, within your own mind. And we just can't project, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't project it, but you know that they're there, and you know that they're still real. Like, have you ever, like, okay, I'll turn the conversation into this, right? Have you ever been thinking about somebody, or you just feel their energy on you? Like, you're just like, it's like you haven't talked to them in months, or you don't even think about them, and then you just feel them. And it's more, and I don't believe in coincidences. I feel like maybe their spirit was calling out to you, or you were actually calling out to them. and y'all energies intertwined, because like I know I could be thinking about somebody and they'll call, or like, or I'll call somebody and they like, damn, I was just thinking about you. And like, could that be like the real telepathy, or does that mean like your spiritual energy is weak to where someone can draw you in? Because I've heard someone say that before too. Like, if you're easily drawn upon, that means your electromagnetic or spiritual energy is weak, because you're not strong enough to block out those. But I personally believe that the higher your consciousness goes, the less you have to use your voice to communicate with someone. Like, okay, like for instance, like I think everybody has some sort. Well, not everybody, because a lot of people's pineal glands are off, or are calcified. But I know, like, the average person can sit there and feel when somebody's upset. Excuse me, or feel when someone is angry, and that's another reason I might be like rambling. Sorry, but that's another reason why I always say that babies are speaking in the highest form of language, because they use their body, they use their energy, they use their field to communicate what they need. They don't use their mouth. Um, and I've always wanted to like practice. I've always wanted, like, because of that, because uh, body language and energy fields and things like that can be felt and sensed. I've always wanted to practice telepathy with someone. Like, even if it's just like looking at a card and visualizing it and have someone guess what I'm thinking or what I'm visualizing. Like, I've always wanted to do that, because I really believe in psychic abilities, and I feel like the higher your consciousness, like, maybe that's why spirits and entities are like, okay, the higher your vibration, the more light beings come to you. But the lower your vibration, like y'all know that if y'all drink alcohol, like when you drink alcohol, you open yourself up. Your natural biofield does get weakened, and you can be taken over by spirits. That's why they call it, like Ludacris has that conjure. That's why they call liquor and stuff spirits, because it is literally spirits, and they take over. Like, I know for a fact that I'm a completely different person when I drink. Like, especially growing up, I used to just get like fucked up, and I always, like, for some reason, like, I hang my head back, and then by the time I'm looking straight, I'm talking crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm not the same person when I'm drunk. So, um, another thing, I guess, since we're talking about spirits, is I want to touch on astral projection a little bit, and how that really is real. Like, I call it the rainbow chakra mode, when you like in that infinite blackness, but your outline, like for me, it's always the outline of my figure, and then it's just pitch blackness of ether or carbon or whatever state that, or what, it's probably ether what I'm looking at. And it's more free flowing, and it's almost like time stands still. Like, I remember, and I told this story on IG a long time ago, but I remember me and my friend tried astral projecting outside. We were sitting in his car, and I was telling him how to do it. I said, well, this is how I do it. I start from my root chakra and go all the way up to my crown, and I visualize energy spirals. My energy spiral goes this way, but some was it's just whatever your natural affinity or whatever. Um, but I always go through each chamber and let the energy flow, and then when it gets to my crown, I just let it go through the vestibules, I just let the energy just go back and forth, and then I project myself out. I kind of command my body to leave, to leap, and I literally projected myself leaving the car and sitting on the roof of the car. And I promise you, I looked over and I saw my friend. He was trying really hard. He was flickering, but he was in that light body chakra mode as well. But he was flickering, and then we both opened our eyes. And I asked him, "Did it work?" And he said, "Yeah, I saw you, but I couldn't hold it." And I said, "I literally saw." I let him know, like, "Yeah, I literally saw you flickering." Sorry, I'm about to take this notification off. But but yeah, uh, that's about all all I kind of wanted to talk about because I was feeling really sad because I never got to hold. I know it was a girl. Like there's nothing in my mind that says it wasn't a girl. Like I really like I just randomly think about her. And I believe she would have been 3 years old by now. And it's hard because I don't know. I know niggas be happy when they don't have that responsibility, but I just always think like, dang, like I ain't get to hold her. I didn't get to teach her. Like, I always think like, look at the man that I am right now, and how much I could have been an influence on this person's life if she would have made it. Like, how proud would she be if she saw what her dad is becoming and what he has became. Like maybe it's selfish, maybe she didn't make it for a reason, but it's still like it still hurts. It's still kind of sad, and I know like I'll be wanting to ask her like, why does she visit me? You know, like is she going to manifest into a different person, or is she like when she chooses to come visit me, like is it to make sure I'm okay, or is it like what like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Just this is going to be a short video, but just let me know in the comments. I know it was like very late. I'll probably do a part 2 where it'll be at an appropriate time and we can dive more deep, and I'll probably just go over the same things that we talked about, but it'll be in more of a live setting. Maybe I'll even put together a PowerPoint of the electromagnetic fields and how like the spirit realm works and all that kind of stuff. But y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the subjects that we talked about and why you think the spirit of I'm gonna call her Luna. Call her Luna Estella because that's what her name would have been. Luna Estella Triplet. That would have been her name. So let me know in the comments, why do you think Luna visits me? And if you had any esoteric experiences, psychic experiences, please put that in the comments or whatever. And we're going to chop it up on the longer form. Everybody who watches this, I appreciate your time. Please like, share, and subscribe and give it to the people. And we are going to leave like we always do with love and light. Peace.